Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a super simple swan, the simplest one I know of. But first I need to show you how to make square paper if you do already have square paper. We fold a triangle, top edge to the side. You get a nice crease. I'll flip it over because I like to see the side. I think I can do a better line-up job. Line up these edges. Kind of make a sailboat shape. That's off a little, not too bad. So I take my fingernail and run along it, flip it over, do the same thing this side. I like to do it at least a couple more times. It tends to tear a lot more easily. And I'm going to use regular origami paper for the swan. It's just prettier because you can see the design a little better when I use this instead of just one-sided paper. When you're tearing your paper, if you don't have scissors, start at one corner, come over, and see how I'm pulling away. Come to the other side, do the same thing, carefully start it. Then it usually goes fairly well. Usually. And there we go, square paper. I actually have our first line in there, but I'm not going to do it with that one. I'm going to do it with this one. You're going to want to, for a simple swan, fold it in half, making two equilateral triangles or two right angle triangles, whatever you want to call them. Then we have this. And we want to look at this and go, oh, that's very pretty. But we're going to take this edge to the middle, this edge to the middle. Always come back with your fingernails, back edge, and get a nice, crisp, clean line. And there we go. I actually make tools for that too. Next step, that's why I want this paper so you can see it more easily. You flip it over. Then we're going to the middle again. It is harder to see the middle on this kind of paper, but you can feel it if you can't see it. There we are. You did a nice crisp line earlier. And this is why you want this kind of paper. When you can. If you don't have it, just use plain, it's fine. Or you draw on one side and leave the other side blank or whatever. Or just do it in white. That's also good. All right, super simple swan. Next step. There are various heights of necks you can do. I personally like to put it about in the middle here. I think it looks the best personally. Notice how I creased, not too hard. I'm not coming back with my fingernail this time. I just got it going. Then you got to decide on how big you want the head. I usually want them about like this. You can make them however big you want them or however small you want them. That's the head. Now we have our basic swan. What we're going to do next is we're going to push up from the bottom while holding on to it because we're folding it in half. This is what it should look like. Folded in half. Folded in half. The next step is we're going to take and lift the neck. We got to decide how far. I usually go about like that. About like that, usually. And then we come back and we crease. Now we can crease. We come back and we crease this real good so it'll stay put. Make sure it's nice and sharp. Do the same thing on the head. And there you go. You have a super simple swan. Is that easy or what? I like this one because it's real fun. You can go like this with it. And it stays pretty good. If you make the neck too big, it also plops over too much easily. And this is actually better, I think, personally. Super simple swan. I hope you had fun. I know I did.